Here is an extract from the first chapter of Oscar Wilde's novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray. Let's read the very beginning. The studio was filled with the rich odor of roses, and when the light summer wind stirred amidst the trees of the garden, there came through the open door the heavy scent of the lilac, or the more delicate perfume of the pink flowering thorn. So the novel starts with a description of Basil Hallward's studio, but this description includes only a few pieces of furniture: a divan, curtains, and, since it's a painter's studio, an easel. As a matter of fact, this description appeals to the five senses: sight, smell, hearing, taste, and touch. The first sense is smell. So we'll find odor, the rich odor of roses. Then we find scent, the heavy scent of the lilac. And then we find perfume, the more delicate perfume of the pink flowering thorn. What about sight? We have gleam, honey-colored, flame-like, shadows of birds, Japanese effect, pallid jade-faced painters, and gilt. What about hearing? We have the silent murmur of the bees. We have circling with monotonous insistence. We have the dim roar of London and the burdened note of a distant organ. Touch, we have the tassel silk curtains. Well, tassel silk was made in India and was not smooth. When you touched it, you got this rough feeling. So we're talking about seta ruvida, and that's why we're referring to touch. Finally, taste, we have the honey sweet blossoms of a laburnum. So i boccioli dolci come il miele del maggio ciondolo. The author also conveys a sense of motion through expressions such as the wind which stirred amidst the trees of the garden, il vento che si muoveva tra gli alberi del giardino, tremulous branches, i rami tremolanti, shadows of birds in flight which flitted across the long curtains, le ombre degli uccelli in volo che guizzavano, quindi in volo e guizzavano, sense of motion. The word swiftness, rapidità, motion. This beautiful expression, the bees shouldering their way through the long unmown grass or circling with monotonous insistence. Quindi le api che si facevano largo a spallate attraverso i lunghi fili d'erba del prato non tagliato o che si muovevano in circolo con monotona insistenza, eccetera, eccetera. But also in contrast with words such as stillness, for example. When we analyze this passage, we realize that the author describes the inside as an extension of the outside. The natural elements in the garden, the flowers, the trees, the birds, the bees, as well as the city of London, which is described as a distant noise, filter inside through the open door and the screening curtains and fill it. Then these references, the divan of Persian saddlebags. Saddlebags erano le bisacce che si ponevano ai lati delle cavalcature, quindi questo riferimento a queste bisacce comunque persiane. The tassel silk curtains. Abbiamo detto che questa seta ruvida veniva prodotta in India. The reference to Japanese paintings, for example. These are all references to the exotic, and they contribute to creating a sophisticated atmosphere of luxury and refinement, raffinatezza. The Picture of Dorian Gray is a novel. Actually, it is Wilde's only novel, and therefore it must have narrative elements. The first word of this paragraph is studio, which is the place setting. And then we find summer, which is the time setting. We have a third person omniscient narrator, and then the main characters are introduced: Lord Henry Wotton, a mysterious young man, and Basil Hallward the painter. Here, Wilde has also introduced the main topics of the novel. Studio is a clear reference to art and beauty, and summer is usually associated to full youth and pleasure.